The next point I wanted to discuss is in relation to the Shutter Island movie review that was done by Sonette today. Um, so if you haven't watched that, it's quite cool. It's like an hour-long video, and in the video is mentioned the point of one will be facing the point of losing that which they love the most within their world. Uh, Metaphorically speaking, from the perspective of, doesn't have to be like a person or specifically, just a point which the person identifies as the point that is that which they love the most. And within the process, one will be facing that point of letting that go. So, in terms of my world and what I see in terms of what I love the most, um, I'm identifying that as my freedom and my ability to do what I want and, just have free time and do whatever it is that I want to do and have no one tell me what to do. So I've identified that as the point that I love the most, and which I will inevitably, am facing in terms of, even now, in terms of getting a job, because, when I'm looking through ads and I see the, job ads and I see the phrase 40 hours a week for a job, and I just like cringe because it's just, that's the point, like right there, 40 hours a week. It's like this structure of the system. It's like you're just this circle, this cog now in the system. That's you. And so, I mean, I have quite a bit of resistance to that. It's like, I don't even go there. Um, so, recently I was looking through job ads and actually got a phone call back from a company that they're doing furniture assembly. And initially I looked at the point and thought it was quite cool, but looked at the math and it seemed like the money was like not very good, and I would in a way be stretching myself unnecessarily far. And so I looked at it and I thought, well, I'm not really gonna, that's not really gonna support me right now. But in terms of like watching that interview today and identifying the point of my freedom and my free time, and that my world is my world and I can do whatever I want. I see that essentially in taking a job like that, I would be sort of filling out my life from the perspective of now, in a way, being sort of more integrated into the system in terms of that 40 hours a week type job work. And so it's just quite interesting to see that point come up and how um, I essentially passed on it, but because I didn't phone the person back, but I left a message today. So I'm going to see if I can get an interview and look more specifically at what the job actually entails, and take that, it's essentially taking that next step into working X amount of hours so that I can effectively function within the system from the perspective of having sufficient money not only to just get by, but to actually move and um, be more functional. Because at the moment it's still a process of, yes, I'm getting money, but I'm really watching what I spend. Like, for instance, I buy just a pair of pants and it's like the end of the world. Um, so, yeah, like it's the point of wanting my own time, wanting this many hours to myself to do whatever it is that I see fit. Um, but that's not necessarily a point of wasting time, because within that, I mean, there's always, you're always directing yourself in what is best for all. There's only one point, really. So it doesn't matter if you have spare time or not. It's like that's where I see in terms of a person, or where I'd like to be within my effectiveness within my application, is that point. Every moment is I'm moving myself within that which is best for all.